see that, right? So
Yes.
you all know what this is. Professional networking social media site. You have your news feed. My background is in higher education, so a lot of and connecting with recruiters across various industries. So it LinkedIn tailors to what your need, what your industry you're in. So a lot of what mine is in higher education, CTE related fields. I used to work at a school that was big in the entertainment industry, so it was a lot of entertainment companies. Prior to that, I worked in a healthcare school, so it was a lot of healthcare information. So again, everything's going to be tailored to you. You can like, comment, share on things. I try my best to do this on a daily basis. I make LinkedIn part of my daily ritual of what I do when I log onto a computer. You check your email. I log on LinkedIn. First thing I do is I log on here. I scroll through feeds, comment on things, like and things, and I that's kind of for me as a way to kind of get my day going, catch up on updates, current events, and then stay connected with people. So part of my job is to connect with recruiters and people hiring in various different industries. So this is the easiest way for me to do that. So yeah, basic news feed, articles, stuff like that. I love this right here because this is all the news from whatever's happening in the day, up to date current events, and I make this a part of my daily ritual. Your network, right? How many people you're connected with. Like I said, I've been using it for quite a while. So one thing about LinkedIn is that it's a kind of strange way of how you can connect with somebody. You have to have a mutual connection in order to connect with somebody. It's kind of a little weird. So Gwen, I just pulled up your profile. Let me see. So this is Gwen. We're second degree connections because we haven't connected yet, but we have 2 mutual connections. And because we have 2 mutual connections, I am able to now connect with you. Kind of, you have to have somebody in common for us to be somebody or something. So Eric, maybe we didn't know each other, but at one point we worked at Rio Hondo together. Because we both worked at Rio Hondo, then we'd be able to connect. So gotcha. That's kind of it kind of prevents just random people from spamming you, and this is supposed to be a professional networking site, so you want to utilize your network. So sometimes I get requests from people who I've never met before, who I have this one connection, and I'm like, we're not gonna work together. So I don't want to work with you.
Right. I'll kind of refer to this to when I pitch this to students, I'll call it Facebook for professionals.
Yeah,
basically, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
If they're not familiar what LinkedIn is and they've never heard of it, or maybe they've heard of it and they're not familiar, I just tell them it's like Facebook for professionals.
Exactly.
You don't want to be posting your party pictures and things like that on there.
Nope. But any work that you're doing, Gwen, you're doing some work with drones and stuff like that. It'd be fun to post some things. I'm not sure if you had it or not, but post things that you're working on. That's what this is all for. It's showcasing the work that we're doing, either to potentially get a job somewhere or help somebody else get a job, within your industry. It's all about sharing what you're doing on a professional level. Excuse me. So network. This is one of my favorite features, the jobs features. It's in my habit to kind of constantly be looking for updates, and once you get your profile up to date, you'll start getting jobs that are recommended towards you. So here are some jobs that are kind of geared towards what my background is and my education might be. So it'll shoot you some jobs, and I look at this on a consistent basis of potentially if I needed another job, I can look for one. So one of the cool things about LinkedIn too is when it comes to jobs, like for this one, for example, if your profile is up to date and good to go, you could do an easy apply. It's like one click. Now, I'm not sure, when you applied to a job 10, 15 years ago, I remember sitting in front of a computer spending 30, 45 minutes, an hour, filling out an application, uploading this, and now it's one click. So if you get your LinkedIn page up to date, it can be easy to apply for jobs. So, yeah, and you could filter down, companies and get really into it if you're really searching. There is a messaging feature, which I like to use a lot. One of the cool things is I'll jump ahead to this notification. So you'll get updates on somebody got a job, somebody's doing this, somebody, update on your network of what's going on. And I really enjoy seeing this. I love seeing, somebody got a promotion or somebody is change jobs or whatnot, one of the things I make it a point to is always comment like, congrats, that's awesome, good for you. I think that just helps build what LinkedIn is about. It's about community, right? It's about connecting. And so this is the easiest way for us to kind of to do that, is to sit in the front of your computer and click like. So I take advantage of that. I do it a lot. Again, profiles. We looked at Gwen's profile. This is mine. Again, it's like what I'm talking to you about. Like Gwen, this was like they did this for me. I maybe changed 1 or 2 words, but that was like provided to me. I don't know how, but I liked it, and I think I added my masters because they didn't have that. But I just like, oh, I like it.
So that just kind of pre-populated there based on the
Yeah, it gave
you
me
put in.
Exactly. I changed 2 things, maybe the beginning and the end.
I'm curious of what mine would say, because my experience is all over the place.
And I can't even tell you how to do it. Like, I don't even know how it happened. I was maybe editing one day and it showed up. It was like, this is a suggestion for you.
I wonder if I delete mine, if it would generate
maybe, one. Yeah, maybe.
I'm curious.
Yeah. So another one of the things I like about LinkedIn is that if you're, you can check out people's activity. Like one of the first things that I do, and I've done in other positions, is I look up somebody on LinkedIn. If I'm in a hiring position, I look up somebody on LinkedIn. That's like one of the first things that I do. And what I like to see is I like to see their activity. What are you doing? What are you posting? What are you commenting on? What are you liking specifically to your industry? That to me kind of shows me that, you're doing your job, but you also want to be connected in what's happening in your industry. So you're staying connected, you're staying up to date with what's going on. So you can see, this is me, for example, like I liked this comment, or I liked whatever it might be. So I like to kind of stay up to date on this stuff. Because I do know some recruiters that, want to see that you're engaged, and what are you doing to kind of separate yourself from the rest of the people? Everybody's going to graduate with some similar degree, maybe a similar level of experience. What else are you doing to kind of engage in your industry, in your community? How are you differentiating yourself? So that's one thing that I like to look at when I'm looking, and that's just me. Other people could take it somewhere else, but I like to see kind of industry engagement here on the site. And like I said, I don't use this a ton. I don't post a ton, but I comment on things. I like things. I share things just to stay up to date and engaged.